just be their best friend, just, be the parent that doesn't discipline, be their bestie their whole life. Just kidding. That is not my advice ever. Um, yes, be cool, be their friend, but be their parent. When they're growing up, you have to be their parent. Rule number one, right? You were given this child to parent and to raise in this world. So do your job and please do that. That would be awesome. But you can be their parent as they're growing up, instill everything that you want them to know in this life so they can grow up and be, productive, happy, well-adjusted adults that contribute to society, grow up, want to have a family of their own. These are all the hopes and dreams that you have when you have children. You're like, I'm creating these children and raising these children so they can grow up and be amazing people in this world. That should be all of our goals as a parent. So I really, truly hope that it is yours. If you're not a parent yet, get to that place. Get to a place where your mindset, you're so aware of who you are, where you came from, where you're going, that you stand your ground on things that you believe. You have morals, you're loyal, you're loving, you're caring. You have the capacity to love and to teach the ones you love how to also grow up and repeat that whole cycle again. That is the secret to life. Our family and love, that is the secret. So if you're lost, the secret is get to a place where you are 100% good with you. That doesn't mean that you've always made the best choices in the entire, your whole life. No, we're human. We make mistakes. That's normal and okay. But you're not going to be a perfect person ever. But get to a place where you feel good about the human you are and that you can instill amazing things into the humans that you are raising. When you're trying to raise kids that still want to hang out with you as adults and young adults, being cool means a lot of different things. But what I mean is be the parent that, if you're not having fun in this life, what are you even doing? So as they're growing up, create fun things to do. And that doesn't mean big, extravagant vacations and things like that, you guys. I mean, it's like movie night, pizza night, having these little tiny traditions, Sunday family dinner, going to church on holidays, whatever your family time is. Some families go to church every single Sunday. That's awesome if that works for that family. But you want to create these moments where it's the rhythm and the deep tradition of how your family ticks and how it connects in the smallest ways, whether it's sitting down at the dinner table every night for dinner, whatever it is, make those rhythms in your life carry over so that you are growing kids that they want those same rhythms because that's what feels like love. That's what feels like family. And then you're going to create these kids that they grow up and they want to continue those things. And they want to continue those things with you because you're the one that started it, right? So, I'm the matriarch of my family. Matriarchs have such a powerful role in the family, of course, right? We do most of all the child rearing. We have partners. Hopefully your husbands are very active in participating in helping you. But for the most part, there is something very maternal about most women that are mothers, and It's not something that is easily replaced. Fathers have their own special role, but a lot of the maternal things that happen when you are raising children do come from the mother. And that doesn't end. Like when they grow up and they move out, you still have this pull of, are my children okay? How do I get them to come back? I want to spend time with them. I want to see them. Not that dads don't. I know for a fact they do. My husband very much wants that as well. But it's at least in my family and most families that I know, it's the women that are doing the planning. It's the women that are, this is what we're doing for Thanksgiving dinner. This is what we're doing for Christmas holiday season. Like it's usually something that is planned and orchestrated. We create the magic, right? It's usually women. I mean, not always, but it usually is. And that part doesn't go away. You have to even get a little more creative when all your children move out, because you have to manage a whole bunch of different people's schedules. You have to make sure that everybody's on board, and hopefully everybody can come home at the same time, even if it's for a little bit. Like, please come. Maybe we'll have dessert together if you can't come for the whole dinner or whatever it is. There's compromise in life. There's compromise. So, we want to make sure that we are creating those times and continuing those traditions that your family will grow up. They'll actually crave those things. They're not going to want to just walk away and leave them. Especially if you put a lot of care and a lot of attention into those types of traditional things that families do together. I feel like that is so important to continue to do. Curate and create a home and activities that your family loves to do. So, we're lucky enough to have a pool. So we do have pool parties in the summer. 4th of July is a big deal here, which is at the end of this week. And we will have a big party with our family and our friends. And it's a time to get together and celebrate. And this year, it's a big year. It's the 250th birthday of America. So we're excited about that. But, all of my kids are coming back home and with their significant others, and we're going to have a lot of fun. And I love it. I sit with my notebook and I plan, like, what are we going to do for snacks? What are we going to do for dinner? What are we going to have for breakfast in the morning for the kids that get to stay? So things like that. So it's exciting to plan all those types of things, but you keep doing that. And that's the fun part about being a mom. And being a grandma now. I'm a Mimi, so I love that. And I can't wait till they even get like a little bit older and they can do fun activities with me, like arts and crafts, which we do already with the 1-year-old. We already do arts and crafts with her. But yeah, plan your year. So I've showed this before. I'm going to try to do this without messing it up too much. I have a whole year calendar over there. It is everything that happens in our family. For the entire year. I map it out. Everybody's birthdays are on there because we always celebrate our birthdays. Like, even if it's just, we're going to dinner and going to have some cake and wish you a happy birthday and give you a present. We celebrate everyone's birthday, creating those times of celebration. So important as well. Celebrate everything. Life is short. We only have one. We only got one shot at this, guys. So I plan it all out. Any vacations, family vacations, or, big trips go on there. I try to let everyone know in the family, like, hey, mark these on your calendar. Try to get those days off if you have to use PTO. Everybody's grown up now. They have jobs. So we try to get that out. And I try to plan fun things throughout the year, because that's my favorite thing to do, is spend time with my family that I grew. So we celebrate everything, love your life, and live your life. The other thing about creating those moments and curating your life and your home into like a place where someone wants to come back home to is, my husband and I were very intentional about creating roots. Like, this is our home. We've lived in this home for 16 years. The home before that, we were in for 10 years. And that was, we will likely end, the end of our life will be in this home. So this home, the farm that we live on, this is where we raised our children. This is what they think of when they think of home. This is where they think of. And we wanted, I had a little bit of a chaotic life, and I moved around a lot when I was growing up. No, I was not I was not a military brat. It was just, they're just a little bit gypsies. But that was never the family that I wanted. I didn't want that for my family. I wanted a place where I knew my kids could come home to, and it would truly feel like their home forever. So we were very intentional on that. We didn't move around at all. I mean, my oldest daughter was 10 when we bought this house, and the other two were younger than that. So this is what they think of when they think of home, and we're still here, and we plan on being here for, the next 40 years or however long we get to grace this earth. Let's see what else. Love your people. That's the secret to this life. Love on your people, your family, and love is literally the secret to life. Like, that is the most important thing. So that's where your energy should be going. If you're wasting your energy on a lot of things that just don't matter very much when it comes to your family, the love, your soul, truth, then it's kind of just, it's probably sucking the energy out of your life. And you should take some time to kind of evaluate that in your life. What is draining me? What's taking my energy away? What can I release, and what can I get rid of so that I can make more room in my life, in my bandwidth, in my brain power for things that actually matter in this life, like your loves and your family, and what's truth, and God's word and his blessings, and accepting those. Like, take inventory of what is it that's draining your life, your energy right now. And it's important to probably do that a lot, reevaluate a lot, because things can sneak in that are like, this is really draining and not life-giving, and not giving me time for things that actually matter to me. So it's time to reevaluate and maybe trim those things down. As far as like kids growing up and creating a life that they're going to want to spend time with you when they grow up, kids have a really good BS detector. They know, and they can feel and understand who's like truly happy, right? And who's truly authentic and being themselves. I cannot even tell you how many people I have witnessed in my life that are completely different people in front of their children than they are in front of other people when their children are not around. And that has always blown my husband and I's minds. Like, we're like, whoa, they're like totally different people when their kids are around. Like, that is so strange. Like, we are ourselves so much so. Like, we don't have a lot to hide, I guess. Like, we're just, not that we're perfect, but like, if we're going to drink alcohol, we drink alcohol. Like, it's not something that we just like, oh, I'm with my kids, I can't have a drink. Like, we're not like getting belligerent and partying all night and, stumbling and falling down. And we're not doing that. I'm not interested in that anyways. But, like some people, I think it's just so beyond my way of like comprehending or understanding like how you can have a completely different personality in front of different people, including your children. Be, like I said in the beginning, be you, be true, know what's true and what is love in your life. And you guys, it's going, when you're like so solid in who you are and what you stand for, like the outside noise kind of just goes away. Like you're focused, and it radiates and attracts people to you that are kind of like, whoa, like, how do you, like, how are you so, like, how did you get like that? I mean, I've literally been asked that question before. Like, how are you like, so you stand like you stand in the ground and you are like convicted. If this is truly what you believe, there's like no swaying you. And it's true, because if you don't stand for something, I mean, I know that's totally cliche. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. That is so true. And you have to stand for something that is truly, deeply something that you believe. And if it's truly something you believe, not that you can never change your mind. Of course you can. We're human. We learn new things all the time. But gosh, just know who you are. And if you know who you are and you are super good with it and you have a great relationship with what matters, then you can encourage that and nurture that in your own children. And it's such an amazing thing to see and witness when you grow children that are standing true, and they know exactly who they are. They know exactly where they came from. They have roots. They know where home is. They know what family is. They know what love feels like. And they won't settle for anything else because they know what it truly is. That's huge. That's probably the biggest gift you can give your children. Knowing what real love is and not settling for anything less than that. That's huge. The other thing is like, yeah, no, we're not always happy people every single second, but like truly like get to a place where you're happy. Like nobody wants to hang out with people that are not happy. Like that drains everybody's energy around you. So truly be happy. And it's not the expensive stuff that makes us happy. It's the little things. It's the time we get to spend with our family. It's the time that we get to celebrate things with the people that we love, and and just really knowing and having that love. That's something that you just have to treasure forever and protect it with everything you got. So get rid of the negative energy. Get rid of everything that's draining you. If it's not enhancing your life, if it's not enhancing your well-being, if it's not enhancing your love for the people that you love, if it's not enhancing your relationship, if it's not enhancing the true meaning of life, which is love and truth and family, gosh, evaluate it and figure out a way to distance yourself from that. That's my big advice here, I think. And if you're still watching this, I truly wish all of this for you. I really hope that you got something out of this video. If you did, I would love for you to like, subscribe, all the things. I am very passionate in the parenting topic of things. I am a mom of 3 grown children. I am a grandma of a 1-year-old and one on the way. We have another one due in November, so excited. My oldest daughter is going to have 2 under 2. So she's going to be a busy, busy girl, and I cannot wait. I am going to be helping her as much as I can because I just love babies so much, and they're my babies. There's nothing better. All right, I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you like to
hear about parenting and raising children who have a strong sense of self and know who they are. All right, I'll see you next time.